Hi Ben and Poopy Head and Kochi and Faint and Lear and Risu and Peelings and Pokemon Nobody and Link and T. Hi Big Noob and Cocky. Dude, Big Noob wasn't first today. Holy moly. The bush is a little festive, true. Hi Cocky and Kochi and Nadare and Glycinri. Where's the hat? I didn't put a hat on. But I am so tempted to wear a beanie because, well, one, I can figure out what hair to do, and two, my hair is light as fuck. It's very brown. It's been brown for a little bit, and it's annoying me so much. Where are the snails? Oh wait, yeah, I should put my festive snails on. I kind of didn't want to because nobody knew what they were last time. Gehenna, thank you for the 11 months. Thank you very, 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 very much. Thank you. Hi, Osmo and M6 and Sabas and Smokeface and Proshki and Stacy and Truffles and Pimmy and Porkpun and JC and Izmir and Inlegin and Pifa Cindy and Anthony and Stacy and Ent and Farienholt and Last Red Minute. Didn't you just have it dyed? I swear to God I had it dyed. Yeah, like literally 2 weeks ago. And now I'm like, am I being scammed? Hi, Tornanos and Ghost Heroes and Badly and Legally Cringe and Savserve. Any little games or just SMB? Listen, we can play some little games. I did also buy Jump King because it was on sale. But, yeah. The Shadow Castles and Baboonus. Use the cute fishing hat that you showed the other day. That's gonna look really stupid, though. Maybe not. I mean, somebody's gonna say you always look stupid, but whatever. Hi, Dishwater Sponge and CDH and DJ Barry. I do see your roots a bit. A bit? Look! I had it dyed almost black. Literally late November. Look at this. Look at this. Minus 120. And I called my mum the other day because I was like, Mum, should I just dye it at home? And we had a discussion about that a couple streams ago. She missed it, mate. Yes, the Bondi attack. Wait 1 second. Hi, Daniel. Can we get a finishing today Gamba? Okay, I don't know if I can finish it today. Your hair grows out? Yeah, but it grows out so fast. Your white balance is so blown out that you literally can't tell the difference on camera. That is not true. Look, guys, that's like auburn. Look at that. Hi Doom, and hi 81341. Go Natty Coward. I prefer it darker though. Graying. I do have this root touch-up stuff that is meant for grey hairs. But I think you can use it for coloured hair, and it's like a black colour, so I might try that tonight actually. Does it look brown on your iPhone too? Could be the cam. Oh no, it looks brown. It looks blonde in some of the photos I took recently. It looks like you just have some warmer light up there. No, guys, you don't understand. Please. Please. I'm not being gaslit. I don't think the light helps, but okay, never mind. The other photo I took is underneath the light. Just use that instead of dyeing. I could try. I just don't know how good of a job I'd do. I did ask my mum. I was like, Mum, should I stop dyeing my hair at the salon and just do it myself? What is your wise mum opinion? What is your wise opinion? And she said, no, I'm gonna make a mess. I'm gonna stain something in the bathroom, and then I'm gonna have to pay for the damages. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. Hi, Kevin and Aeropunk. Be a Karen, go back to that shop and tell them you want to redo on roots. I'm too scared. Hi, Windtoast. I've not bleached my hair. I think it would dye. I do not dye my eyebrows. Hi, White Fang. Creepyhead, thanks for watching 10 streams in a row. JC, thank you for the 31 months as well. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Hi, Jim. You don't know how all natty looks on you now, though? No, but I have grown out my hair quite a bit. Like that wasn't a darker color, and it just doesn't... Stop trying to convince me that it looks nice. I don't like it. I like it dark. Is there nothing you can just spray on your hair to make it look black? Yeah, listen, there is stuff like that. I just would have to do that every day, and it's a bit time consuming, and you can mess it up. So how would dye damage the bathroom? Black hair dye is pretty easy to stain shit with. How's your hair back to brown so fast? I don't know. Hi, Digger and Hole. I know, dude, I need the fucking fedora. I do. How much is it to get it professionally done so I can donate for it? No, 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 no. You don't have to donate. That's the dilemma, is that I do get it professionally done, but my hair grows out too fast. Anyway, good hair talk. I might put a hat on just because I don't like it so light. There was an attack at Bondi, which you guys are obviously referencing, which was pretty shocking. I don't know, I saw the update last night. I forgot what it was when I saw the update. I think it was like 2 people killed, and then others brought to hospital, and I was like, oh, okay. But now it's up to, I think the death toll's up to 16 now, with like 38 people in, oh, is it 17? How many injured? I think there's 38 in hospital. The videos are pretty crazy. I saw a video of... Shout out to that guy who jumped into someone, the gunman. That guy is fucking crazy. Clissomby, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Vizzy. Is Bondi Beach far away from Melbourne? I mean, yeah. It's in Sydney. I was trying to remember, there was a stabbing. I think it was last year. This guy just went around and stabbed a bunch of people. I mean, they're all women. And that was... I swear that was also at Bondi. I think that was at Bondi Junction. And then this one's at Bondi Beach. But this was like a... Yeah, it was a shooting done by a father and a son. And targeted I think it was a Jewish Hanukkah celebration? Question mark? Hi, Kirshi. Stabbings are commonplace in the United Kingdom. Yeah, stuff like this is not common here at all. So, yeah, it's obviously quite a big thing in the news at the moment. Father and son, yeah. One of the... I've been calling it Hanukkah my whole life. I think it's Hanukkah. Hanukkah. One of them was shot at the scene, and the other one's in hospital, I think. First one in Australia in over a decade, yeah. There was also a shooting here in California University. Yeah, there was a shooting at Brown University, right? Not good. You need a knife for your personal protection. I'm not sure a knife is going to do much if you're being targeted by a rifle. But, yeah, it's pretty tragic. I know when... Obviously, I like knowing what's going on, but I get really... I mean, this is normal, maybe. I get really messed up when I see stuff like that on the news. Depresso? I guess so. It actually fucks me up for quite a few days when I see something like that in the news. Hi, Sephiroth. It is sad. Yeah. I don't know if it's because it freaks me out, or it's just, yeah, distressing. Things are getting crazy. They stopped a terror attack on a Christmas market in Germany the same day. Oh, really? Jeez. Every day in the US. Yeah, I know stuff like that is sadly pretty common in the US. But, yeah. It's tragic when senseless stuff like that happens, yeah. I mean, even after... Hi, Cranium. It's weird, even after the Charlie Kirk thing, I, like, for a few days, that, like, really messed with me, and I have no idea why. And I don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. But I think it was just seeing the social media response, and, you know, I ended up, yeah, seeing the video, and it was just, like, I don't know, I found it a bit jarring. Yeah, I don't know, it really messed with my head. Even if, obviously, if it has nothing to do with me, which I guess is... Yeah, it makes sense, but... I graduated from that school, even now you can still carry firearms on campus where he was shot. Damn. Even when you don't care for the victim, the ramifications of these events are scary. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's not a nice thing to see. Being distressed after seeing a person die is really normal. Yeah, I know I guess it's because It's not just like I see it and then for a few minutes I get like that. Like it kind of, I don't know. Most cheerful bell intro. Sorry, this is supposed to be a safe space. Why did you watch the video? Dude, I tried to not see the Charlie Kirk video. I think the reason I ended up first seeing it was because there was a Nicki Minaj edit that came up in my Instagram reels, but it was of her... No, never mind. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. 3 days into the under 16 ban, the ramifications have been huge. Okay, this is not because the under 16 ban. Dynamic. Everything is thrown in your face on Twitter. And my Twitter's been better recently, but still. Fuck social media. Fuck social media. Hi, Kenny. Nemic, thank you for the 7 months as well. Thank you, thank you. Dude, that fucking Charlie Kirk song is so annoying. There was someone I need to thank. Coniva. Thank you for the Prime offline. Thank you very much. Hi, Pasmadico. At least we have cheerful background music. Yeah. Stop using Twitter. I am trying to limit it. It's crazy how American events are international events. I should learn a new language so I don't have to hear about Americans all the time. I mean, FFS, I live here. Yeah. America is the center of the world. Just kidding. Would you ever attempt a social media detox entirely? I don't think I can. I can try a little bit, but I stream, so I don't think it's really viable. But no, I definitely... Social media's been fucking with my head recently, man. Hi, Nude Knob. You need to stop watching so much Fox News, Bell. It's messing with your head. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Have you seen the new Epstein and Kirk AI edit where he catches the bullet? Yes, I saw that on Twitter the other day. That was pretty cool. Let's see what Hassan has to say about these events. My king. I noticed. Time to unplug a bit. Yeah. The word. Dude, literally. You don't even need Fox News. Sky News Australia is pretty right wing. Right wing. I don't know. I get my news from a newspaper that my dad subscribed to. The title doesn't include the save states you're going to use on every level. We'll see how I go. Isn't that owned by the same guy? Oh my god, why can't I remember his name? Richard Murdoch. Rupert. Rupert Murdoch. Yeah, I think he owns both of them. Another news, LOTR 25th anniversary, how about that? Yeah, I saw a trailer from Warner Brothers. Lord of the Rings 25th anniversary. I'm confused. Why is there a trailer? Is there like an HD edition, or are they just... Why? I want to remaster where it's all CGI. True. Hi 90210. He's literally your country's fault. Rupert Murdoch is from Melbourne. Have you played all the old 2D Mario games after SMB 3? No. I haven't finished SMB 1 or SMB 2. And I haven't finished SMB 3. I have dabbled, but I don't think I've finished any of them. The only really right-wing news we have in the UK is GB News. Oh, I have no idea about the news networks in the UK. Hi, Shrimp! Warner Brothers owned by Netflix, and HBO is getting bought out by Netflix too. Oh, God. Oh, wait, have I played Super Mario World? Probably. I keep seeing more GTA 5 ads again. I don't know if they're remastering it for the 3rd time or what. Who knows? Who knows? Super Mario World is made for people like you. You'll probably like it. What the fuck does that mean? Play Yoshi's Island? Yoshi's Island is cute music. That's all I know. And it has Baby Mario. Did you watch The Lord of the Rings? I've watched Lord of the Rings many times. Well, mainly the first one, The Fellowship of the Ring. You might have Super Mario World in the same ROM as SMB 3. Yeah, because the ROM I'm using is All-Stars. So I think it does have it. Animal Crossing? Oh yeah, I do have City Folk as well. I was considering playing New Leaf on stream, but I've never played City Folk before, and I've played a lot of New Leaf. So I was like, what if we do some City Folk? I don't know, the only thing is I'm a little bit scared about... I'm usually not too scared about trying new things nowadays on stream. But I'm worried Animal Crossing is too chill, but I thought it's like a really nice cozy game for the festive season. Have you played Super Metroid or Metroid Prime? I've played a little bit of Metroid Prime. That's all. Have they released a new Animal Crossing? Feels like the last one was 8 years ago. No, they haven't, and they haven't shown anything. Obviously, in the Nintendo Directs, which is kind of weird because Animal Crossing obviously blew up with New Horizons during COVID, and you would have thought they'd wanna, you know, appeal, you know, take advantage of the viewer base, but people are still buying the New Horizons one. Yeah. Super Metroid would take Belle so long. I'm sure you could make Animal Crossing stressful for us. It'd be fun. It's about collecting bugs and fish, which is great. I mean, not entirely, but a little bit. Hi, hey, Mary. Also, Vivsy, was it Vivsy who said that, yeah, City Folk is like an enhanced Wild World. I played a tiny bit of Wild World on my DS, and it did have Celeste, which is Blather's wife, girlfriend, and you can do stuff with constellations in the sky, which is cool, but otherwise I was like, why would I play Wild World instead of New Leaf? Yeah, City Folk's the one on the Wii. Because Wild World is like New Leaf, but worse. So then is City Folk New Leaf, but a little worse? Not a lot worse? Not that they're bad games. Like I fucking love Animal Crossing. You never finished that bug catching game now that I remember? Dude, I was looking through my Steam and I realized that I never finished the Beetle game. Play the GameCube one? I have tried playing the GameCube one, but it made me motion sick. And my head has been particularly sensitive recently because I'm a sensitive girl. And I don't think it'd be good. Because the camera in the GameCube, it's too zoomed in. Yeah, the camera in the GameCube Animal Crossing is only focused on a specific... It's a grid layout of the town, and the camera can only focus on one square at once. And when you want to move to another block, it does this big whoop to the next square. And if you have to go down a bunch of times, it goes whoop, 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 and that was making me so sick. And I hated it. Just play the N64 version of Animal Crossing. Does that exist? No. Wait, does it? Maybe it does. The Polyp game was fun. I never finished that either. I blew up an old lady, and then I quit. Oh, the GameCube one is the N64 one. Okay, okay. What race are you, Belle? Do I look ambiguous? There's a deluxe mod thing for the GameCube one that changes the camera to be normal and zoom options. Oh, that's useful. She's a racist. No, I love all races. Hi, Ellie. She's a Pikmin. I wish. Did you manage to free up space on PC? I did, actually. I have... Before a lot of my streams, I take a recording on OBS where I test the sound, and I've been doing that since I started streaming almost. So I had like hundreds of videos of me just going... I always go bing, 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 bing to test the sound. I had so many. I've put them all on my other drive because it's actually kind of funny seeing the evolution of myself. But you haven't been deleting them? No, I just left them there. Also, I realized I was looking through my program files. I'd installed Overwatch one day and I completely forgot about it, and obviously it doesn't show up on Steam, and that was taking up like 12 gigabytes. So how much space do you have now? I mean, it's not a lot, but I have like 27 gigs now, I think. which is a lot better compared to my 8 that I had the other day. Only 12? Yeah, I think it was only 12. I missed movie night, but what do you think of Die Hard 2? I missed 80% of the movie, but the parts that I saw were really shit, but kind of entertaining. Overwatch is like 80 now? That must have been ages ago. Oh. Have you seen new Stranger Things? No, I've never watched Stranger Things. I've heard bad things about it though. I have 14 terabytes? Zeto, give me some of that. Hi, Fabian. You saw the fun part? Oh, okay, good. Good. Yeah, I apologize. I was sleeping in. That night, do you guys ever... Wait, no, I don't want to dampen the mood again. I had a panic. How much total space do you have on your PC? On my local disk, my overall storage is like 250 gigabytes, I think. No, okay. Only watch season 1, the rest is meh. Stranger Things? I can't be bothered. What about far away disk? On my hard drive maybe has like 500? 250, your MacBook has more? I can't remember how much my MacBook has. I have like 2 terabytes total and I still struggle. Oh my gosh. You have the storage space for a phone? You don't even have 1 terabyte? Wait. I think my SSD has a terabyte. Hold on. Yeah. What is this PC, man? It's my special PC. Would you stop doomering? No, I wasn't even doomering. It just came, it was so random. Sometimes I get these... I get really gnarly panic attacks occasionally when my brain like rediscovers that like I will die. And I had one of those completely out of nowhere when I was trying to go to sleep. And it's so dramatic. I was just lying in bed, going to sleep, and then suddenly I was like, no, and I was literally shouting, like, clawing at the bed sheets, like, I get so, like, genuinely, my body reacts as if I am about to die. And then I have to, the other more rational side of my brain is to come in, and then it's like, hey, it's okay. I had that like 3 days ago. Lit woke up with my head blasting like a fucking Skrillex concert. Jesus. No, it's not night terrors. My brain just randomly confronts mortality sometimes and then tries to fight it. And I have a full-on fight or flight response. And then 10 minutes later, I'm fine. I can't wait for those thoughts when I'm 60. I know sometimes I think about, I'm like, do old people ever... Like, if you're 90 years old... You're at the age where every time you go to sleep could be the last time you fall asleep. But I never see any old people, like, anxious about that. And I asked my mum about it one time and she was like, I think people just get tired of living. And I was like, oh, okay. They have a lot of time to accept it, hopefully. Yeah. Any 90-year-olds in chat? I wonder. Bro, you kind of want to die at some point? I mean, that's the thing. Like, I've definitely wanted to die before. But then sometimes you don't want to die. That is life. Happiness statistics go up after age 70? Wait, really? Maybe old people wish they don't wake up? I mean, yeah. I mean, that's like what, fuck, I can't remember who it was. I think a lot of old people joke about that. At birthdays. I don't know if it was my grandma. Or if it was my grandma's friend. Where she was, it was her birthday and she said she hoped it was her last. And I'm like, girl, get up, you still got stuff to do. I wonder if our retirement homes will be full of gamers. Dude, they so will, and I'm so excited. I've seen plenty of videos like those, yeah. Do you deal with being immortal, living longer than everyone else? Dude, I'm so sorry. This is like the most terrible thing to start a stream with. I don't want to make people like freak out. Just in case. Because I'd also hate to be immortal. That would suck. Gonna be so many online 90-year-old catfishes. Wait, yeah. Yeah, when we're older, we're gonna be much more used to being sedentary. Although the thing is, if we all have like early onset dementia, then maybe we won't be able to play video games all day. But you won't be able to look at a screen by that age? Yeah. So excited for what the world is like when the people who've had internet access since childhood are 50 to 70. Yeah, like 90-year-olds joking about 6, 7. I mean, that's kind of younger than us, but... Dementia is Pog replaying games for the first time? Yeah. You'll have the screen sent straight to your brain. Well, like Neuralink? I don't want the Neuralink. People in their 20s or 30s will just use VR and some kind of new VR character to hang out with nude anime girls. The thing is, people were saying that like 15 years ago. Like, that was what we would be doing today. But I mean, I guess you can hang out with VR e-girls, but it's not the norm. Virtual reality still hasn't... It's still not there. People are doing that in VR chat right now. No, but it's not a commonplace thing where you walk into somebody's house and there's the dude in the center of the room being like, sorry, he's got these goggles on. He's like, sorry, I'm just like in my virtual world. I bet that's what people used to think the future would be like in 2026. But here we are. IMC. Is that the choke you talked about last stream? It is, yes. It's not too chokery. We have AIGS, which people anticipated for ages. Yeah, that's true. I was obsessed with the concept of VR when I was younger. And it has not come to the fruition that I imagined. Because those people don't have anyone come to their house, maybe. VR has the walking problem. They really need to solve the motion sickness issue. Yeah, is the problem with VR still the weight? I'm trying to remember what my experience with the Apple Vision was. You're gonna get the AR glasses when they get good/cheap? That is what I told myself, but I think I'm already really prone to motion sickness, so I don't think I would. AI is gonna break in less than a year, can't wait for our 5th global crisis. I mean, yeah, that too. My brother worked at a VR startup and it failed. Yeah. Google had a TED Talk this year about good VR, normal size glasses, so maybe a year or 2. Okay. The ultimate problem with VR is that people don't want to sit in these headsets all day. Yeah. Moving with the controller in VR seems so unintuitive. I've only tried VR gaming a couple times. And I think both times I got like eye strain, not immediately, but after like an hour of use, you do start to notice it. The Apple Vision, I can't remember if it was heavy or not. I remember it didn't sit right on my face. I hate how sweaty my face gets from the VR. Oh, that too. What did you try? With the Apple Vision? Dude, the Apple Vision is the most useless thing ever. Like, during the Apple employee kind of guided me through it and just got me to open up a bunch of windows, like Apple TV movies, and then open the Photos album, and then... So I had all these different screens, and he was like, you don't need to buy multiple monitors anymore, because you can just have your Apple Vision. And I'm like, well, the cost of multiple monitors is still going to be cheaper than this piece of shit, and why the fuck would I want to look at 15 screens at one time, bro? Yeah, this was the Skibbity guy. Is the Apple Vision for people who can't imagine the apple in their head? Maybe. Hi, Rudel. I would be a big booster for AR, but the public really hated Google Glass. I mean, there's also just the privacy issue, obviously, as well. I've seen ads for there's Meta glasses, which I think are also... I mean, they are very similar to Google Glass, but again, privacy issue. Hello? I remember when people were getting eye herpes from public VR goggle demos. You can get eye herpes? Is that real? Why do you think VR is cool but not Neuralink, which is arguably way more groundbreaking? Because VR I can take on and off when I please. Neuralink is opening up your brain and putting something in it and messing with your literal neural pathways. That's why. Yeah, and also fuck Elon. They re-released the failed Nintendo VR that made kids sick. The Nintendo Cardboard? Dude, I bought that shit and I loved it. I say I bought it, my dad bought it. I had a lot of fun. It was probably way too expensive though. The other one? I don't know what the other one was. Oh, the really old VR set from the 90s? No, yes, I know what you're talking about, sorry. Virtual Boy. Yes. Have you seen Steam Frame? No, I don't think so. Hi, Kira. You and Elon broke up. I didn't have a crush on Elon. Are you gonna buy the new Virtual Boy? Is that something that's coming with the Nintendo Switch 2? Probably only available to Switch Online subscribers? No. Sega VR was making kids sick and they didn't release it with the Virtual Boy, not that much. Virtual... She changed the status on RuneScape? Shut up, couple. Elon emote removed too? Yeah. I mean, we did have to kill a lot of emotes because we have so many already. And people always want the new trendy thing. We gotta exchange emotes sometimes. Thank God. This is nice music. Anyway, today I thought we'd do some Super Mario Bros. Sorry if you're expecting something else crazy. I do have some other games we can play, but I wanted to give Super Mario Bros. A try. I was testing out Dark Souls 3, just making sure I could remember how to fucking play, and my muscle memory kicked in. I could, but the thing is, I don't know where I am in the DLC is the problem. But, do have that. Never gonna finish Arctic Eggs. I kind of want to finish Arctic Eggs on my own. To decompress. You finished the one DLC, there's the other one. Am I like halfway through the other one? I don't know. Oh, I haven't started the other one? Oh, okay. You have to realize this is the best day ever because you're finishing it? I don't know if I am. I kind of forgot where I was. Did you give up on that Bell game? Skin Freak? I did leave that. Because I wasn't completely impressed by it. You're in the middle of World 7. There's 8 worlds, right? You can easily finish with save states. You were save stating like crazy? Okay. Maybe. Hi, Christopher. Have you played Bioshock games? I've played one Bioshock. That was the first game I played on stream when I got my PC, I think. I have 7.2 hours on the original Bioshock, and I don't remember anything. Liam did it? Yeah, well, Liam is a world record holder in Super Mario 64, so I don't think that's a good comparison. Hi, Cavani. Liam did a single save state last level because he was 8 hours in. As in, he save stated on the last level so he didn't get reset. Liam started rewinding there. I don't know, whatever it is, Liam's a much better player than I am, so that means nothing. Do.